Hello, welcome to my teacher closet. I'm Miss Colleen, and as always, I am so glad you're spending a little bit of your day with me. Today, we are going to learn 3 card games that will help us learn to do our math facts a little bit better, but that's just a bonus. It's always fun to play some card games with your family and with your friends. I've got my little helper here, Snoopy. He's going to be my partner today. We'll see how that goes. So our first game is called One More and One Less. And I'm going to set that right there, even though you can't see it. You're going to need a deck of cards. And in this game, you can keep the face cards in. Those are the queen, the king, the jack. They are worth 10 points, or 10. And the ace, obviously, is worth 1 because it's got 1 in the center. So what you do is you shuffle your deck, and we'll shuffle it really quick because I know Snoopy doesn't want me to cheat. You shuffle your deck and you put it in between whoever's playing, and you can have a lot of people play this game if you want, or a lot of people. You can even play by yourself, I think, because that's what I'm going to do right now, is play it by myself. So you pick the person to start, and you turn the card over, and I got a 6. So I need to say which number is 1 more than 6. And I know that after 6, 7. I had 1 more. 7 would be my answer. If I got it right, I keep the card, and then when it's the next player's turn, I get to tell them if they can do 1 more or 1 less. So Snoopy, you're going to tell me 1 less. Okay, here's your card. Here's Snoopy's card. You got a 4. 1 less than 4 is... well, why don't we use your arms and your legs, because you have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 appendages. If we put 1 behind your back, how many would we have? 1, 2, 3. So he says that 1 less than 4 is 3. Good job. Then Snoopy, or whoever was next, would say, Miss Colleen, you're going to have to tell me 1 less. So I would pick my card. Oh, I got a 3. We think 1 less than 3. If I didn't know it off the top of my head, I could put up 3 fingers and take 1 away, because that's 1 less, and I would have 2. 2 is 1 less than 3. So that's how you play 1 more or 1 less. Our next game is Go Fish for 10. Now, have you ever played Go Fish before? Where you pass out your cards, and usually you're looking for a match. So you would say, you look at your hands. Well, let's just start. This is Go Fish for 10, and instead of a match, we're looking for a total or a sum of 10. So I'm going to give Snoopy 5 cards, and I will get 5 cards. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Then I put my cards in the center. I look at my cards. And on this one, the face cards, which are the queen, the king, the jack, we're only going to keep the queens in. I forgot to tell you that. Queens are worth 0. Okay, so look at my cards. I have a 7, a queen, which is worth 0, a 9, a 10, and a 3. So I need to make a total of 10 with 2 cards. Now, what should I do? If I know that this is 0, that means it's worth nothing. I need to match it up with a 10, because a 0 will not change a number. Lucky for me, I have a 10. So 10 plus 0 is 10. So I got a match. I would put that aside. And I get to go again. Look at me. I see another 10 match in there. Do you? Let me put a little closer. I have a 7, a 9, and a 3. Let's think about this. In our last game, 1 more and 1 less. If I were to have got a 9, 1 more is 10. Do I have a 1 here? No. Would 7 plus 9 work? Let's count. 9, 10, oh, no. 7 would be too much. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's too much. That's not going to work. We know that I would need a 1. My 3 won't match. So my next match would be 7 plus 3. So I would set that aside. And I have 1 card left. So now, since it's still my turn, I will say, Snoopy, do you have a 1? Let's look. He would be looking at his cards. Look at that. He's got an ace. He would give it to me, and I would be all out of cards. Okay, I forgot to tell you one piece of this game. I got so excited because I won. If Snoopy did not have a match, he would say, "Go fish." And then I would have to pick up a card from the deck and put it in my hand. And then it's Snoopy's turn to go. And he would make all his matches that added up to 10. And then he would say to me, let's say he had a 2. And he would say, "Do you have an 8? And if I had an 8, I would give it to him and he'd get a match. If I did not have an 8, I would say, "Go fish." And he would pick from the pile again. And the first player to get rid of all their cards is the winner. That was a quick game. Maybe I didn't shuffle my cards very well. But that's how you play that. You're just making a group of 10 instead of a match. Our next game, if you only knew how many times I've done this already. Our next game is called Go for 10. And what you do is you lay out 20 cards. I won't have room for 20, but we'll just lay out a few here. And whoever goes first has to find 2 cards that add up to the number 10. Snoopy, it is your turn. What cards do you see here that add up to the number 10. All right, you're going to pick a 6, and he's very shy, and he's also picking up the number 4. You are right. 6 plus 4 more equals 10. Let's double check. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. He gets to keep this match. Now it's my turn. And I look around and I find that, 7 plus 3 equals 10. So if that's correct, I get to keep that match. And you keep playing until you run out of cards of 20, your 20 cards, or you can always keep filling in if you want to use the whole deck. So that's a great way to practice your addition facts up to 10. You could always, too, if you wanted to make it a little harder, you could add up to 20, maybe, and use more than 2 cards. So let's see if I can do that. Snoopy, I'm going to put your cards back. Oh, let's see if my math is any good. Okay. So I know that 8 plus 8 is 16, because 8 plus 8, that's a double, and that's just 2 of the same number, and I know that that's 16. Let me think. How many more do I need to get to 20? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I need to find a 4. Oh, look at here. There's a 4. So 4 plus 8 equals 20. Great way to practice different ways of doing math. Anyway, those are some fun games that you can play. There are so many more that you can practice. We didn't even touch on really subtraction or multiplication or division. I just thought we'd start a little bit easy since Snoopy was, helping me out. So remember, we've got go for 10, go fish for 10, and one more, one less. Those are some really fun games that you can play with your family. And remember that every day is a new adventure. Why don't you make up your own math game with the cards? Let me know how it goes. I'd love to share it with my other friends. All right, that's all for today from my teacher closet. I hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.